Broadcasting live from Burlington, Kansas, inside Burlington High School. My name is Jack Leake. I'm joined alongside by Isabel Redford as we're about 4.5 minutes away from the beginning of the championship game here in the Burlington Invitational, whereas Labette County comes into this game at 5-6, having won 4 out of their last 5 games. They're playing well right now, Isabel, and we saw one of the better outings from this team all year yesterday.
It was great. I wasn't here yesterday, but I did watch, and I was very impressed by the Grizzlies. So I am excited for this game tonight, and hopefully they can put up another performance like they did yesterday.
Yeah, as Labette County was led by Eli Heston. That's not an abnormal thing to say, as he had 25 points. Xavier Phillips had 15, Hudson Baker had 14, and Alex Meister had 9. So that trio right there, Heston 25, Phillips 15, and Baker 14, that's very noteworthy right there. And Alex Meister, one of your better scorers who's led in scoring a lot this season, only has 9, but did all he needed to do for this team.
Yeah, he did well on both ends of the court, and I think we saw him have a little bit more of a defensive effort yesterday, so I think that's why you see the lower score on his. But again, like you said, they put up great numbers, and I think we'll see that from them again. I know that they are confident in coming into this game, and I know that they're not just going to lay down, coming in as a 6th seed. And so I'm excited to see it. I definitely think we'll get the effort out of them today.
As we definitely expect a good one. Paola comes into this one, a big team. We've been watching them warm up, very lengthy, and they have a lot of weight, and I can tell that they're going to be a team that wants to play downhill, and so it'll be a tough one for Labette County, that's for sure. We're 3 minutes away from tip-off. We'll step aside for 60 seconds and continue the pregame show here on KLKC. A minute 40 until tip here in Burlington. As we continue, the pregame show starters for Labette County are going to be Xavier Phillips, Hudson Baker, Chase Carnahan, Eli Heston, and Alex Meister. Whereas for Paola, number 11, a 5'11" senior Aiden Morris, number 22, a 6'4" senior Joel Feldman, number 25, a 6'6" senior Trey Moala, number 35, 6'5" senior Caden Markham. Number 42, a 6'3" senior Dalton Pisek. So, Isabel, I'll say it again. The heights here. 5'11", assume he'll play guard. 6-footer, 6'6", 6'5", and 6'3". Not all of those players are just going to play down low. So the Grizzly guards, to my point, have their hands chock full.
Yeah, and that's definitely going to be a thing, is they're going to have to outrun them. They're going to have to be smart defensive. The good thing about having a taller team is you run into foul trouble. And so that could be something we see, and hopefully we do, is that they play smart, they play into the defense, and hopefully draw those early fouls here to get them into foul trouble. But I think it's going to be a good matchup, so we'll see what's in store for us.
As they're going to give out the academic awards, as they do here every year in Burlington, as I would assume Labette County came here for other reasons rather than just collecting an academic award. They want to take home a first place plaque, something that they haven't done in many years. As Alex Meister's the first name rattled off for Labette. Xavier Phillips as well. as it looks like that's all the Grizzlies.
For Paola, Delaney Johnson.
As they were lining up like they were going to jump right into starters, but I forgot that they had to give out the awards, Isabel. As it looks like,
Not sure what's going on.
I think they
now.
might be finished. I don't want to take a break if they're done.
Today's final round action of the 29th annual Burlington.
Here goes the PA announcer. He gets the mic booming here in Burlington High School. Again, for those of you just joining us, Labette County comes into this matchup looking to get back to a 500 record at 6-6. They're at 5-6 right now, won 4 out of their last 5 games. They looked mighty fine against Silver Lake and yesterday against a good Sabetha team. And so I anticipate a competitive matchup. Paola, arguably the best team we've played. Granted, this is just from what I've heard, but they're right up there around, to give you an idea, like a Pittsburgh.
Yes.
So I'm curious to see how Labette County, I know how they match up on paper, outsized. Obviously the guards, they only have one player under 6 foot tall, and he's 5'11". They go all the way up to 6'6". But Labette County has a couple bigs in their favor that can stretch it. Hudson Baker's 6'6", and Xavier Phillips is 6'4". Both of those kids just sophomores, and Xavier Phillips can knock down a jumper and score both inside and out. So Labette County, got to give them some credit too.
Yeah, I think that's one thing you can't do here is count them out. I mean, you automatically see a bigger team and you go, oh, we know how this one's going to go. Same song and dance, call it a day, let's go home. And I don't think you can do that. And even even when they played Sabetha, that was something I saw instantly. It was like, oh, they're bigger, they're stronger. We're not going to win this game. And thankfully, I was proven wrong in that. But that's something that they're just going to have to hustle and outwork on, whether that's down low, outside. I mean, they're going to have to take the outside shots tonight. And so hopefully we can see that out of our guards. So, yeah, it's going to be an exciting matchup. And it'll be interesting to see the Grizzlies' resiliency because I know that they want to get to that 6-6 spot. So we'll see if they can do that here tonight.
As this is a team that came in the season with high expectations, returned a lot of their scoring, kind of came out of the season laid an egg, started 0-4, got back on their feet in league play, and they played very well again, won 4 out of their last 5, looking to get back to 6-6 and even 500 on the season and go home with the first place plaque from Burlington here in the Invitational. We'll be back in 30 seconds with tip-off here on KLKC. Tip-off just moments away. Hudson Baker at midcourt. He'll be going against the very talented Trey Moala, as Trey Moala stands at 6'6", as well as Hudson, as Moala was the scoring leader from yesterday night. He had 25. Tip wins Labette County. Here's Eli Heston. He's coming off another game where he scored 24 points and has been nothing but cash from beyond the arc.
And that is for sure. So we hopefully will see some really action out of him as we get started.
Baker catches it in the high post position near the right elbow. Hands to Phillips. Phillips defended well on perimeter. Heston flips it inside to Meister. Meister posting up on this possession. As they're 4 out, 1 in now. Phillips drives, shoots, no foul called, deflected out of bounds. It stays with Labette County. And that's something that I like to see, Isabel. Even if you get blocked 5 times in a row, 6 times in a row, you're going to get a foul every once in a while, and then if it's blocked out of bounds, you still get the ball.
Exactly, and I think that's something Labette County is just going to have to keep in mind and just continue to go to the basket even if they don't get the foul call every time.
Carnahan's inbound intercepted by Moala. In transition, he missed the layup, and it's rebounded here by the Panthers. Here's Moala driving and slamming it down. The Ochai Abaji tomahawk dunk here in Burlington. Trey Moala. Wow. Hammer time. 2-0 Wildcats. Wildcats. Panthers. I looked at the scoreboard and it said Wildcats for Burlington. Labette County ball down 2-0. Moala with the opening slam here a minute into the game. Here's Carnahan, deep right wing, defended by Feldman. Double screen. Heston comes off the elevator, not open. He'll shoot a step back on Moala. Off to the left. Rebounded Carnahan. One-handed snatch. Here's Phillips at the free throw line. Phillips tries to back down his man, is stopped in the short corner on the right side and fouled. He was defended on that possession by Caden Markham.
Yeah, great effort by Xavier. He got a little frazzled there, but he kept his dribble, he kept his cool, looked for the open shot, and he ended up getting the foul call on it. So great effort by Xavier.
2-0, Labette County trails. They have the ball, Meister far side. Labette County working the court left to right. Paola right to left. An entry pass for Baker goes out of bounds. Phillips was the passer. Baker the intended receiver. Heston picking up his man. That is Morris at half court. Morris dribbles with the left, goes to the left with Moala, defended on the perimeter by Baker. Good defense from Hudson, help side Meister. But I think they're going to get Hudson Baker on the foul as Moala kind of beat him baseline. As they are putting Baker on Moala, I mean, what other option do you have? Maybe Xavier Phillips, but that's a tough matchup for any player.
Yeah, I mean, as quick as he is, you don't really know whatever he's going to do. So it'll be interesting to see if they keep Hudson on him, or if they're going to switch that. So we'll see how that develops throughout the game.
Here on the far side in front of Coach Argerbright is Feldman. Now short corner, Pysek. Now in front of us, left wing. Here's Markham, three, off to the left. Good box out on Moala from Phillips. Poked out of bounds by Pysek. It'll be Labette County ball. So definitely staying under control is Labette County. A little bit outmatched on the defensive end, but still playing well, as you cannot give up very many offensive rebounds. I can tell you that right now. 5:40 to go in the opening quarter. 2-0. Paola on top. Meister trying to get downhill on Moala. Loses it, but finds Carnahan. There towards midcourt. Here's Heston, right corner. Heston drives baseline. Stopped at the block. Gives to Phillips, right wing. Baker just kind of standing still in the block. Now they're going to rotate it far side. Carnahan defended by Feldman. Still just 2 points on the board. Paola on top. 5 minutes and 18 seconds to go. Here's Heston. Goes behind the back. Dribbles off of his foot. Gets it back somehow. Has to find somebody. Finds Meister, but it's off of Meister's hands. Ball still on the deck and a jump ball. It'll be Paola ball. As Paola's length on the perimeter having an impact here early.
Yeah, that's something the Grizzlies are going to have to work around, is the long arms and the long legs there defending. So they're just going to have to figure that out here as we go.
As here's Moala, now far side, passing it inside. Good look to Markham. His layup's no good. Baker, foul going the other way.
Great effort by Hudson there. That's exactly what we want to see out of him starting this quarter, because we're going to need to see more of that.
Heston running point, fresh off of a 24-point game, 25, made 7 3-pointers. He has been absolutely money. From the 3-point line, 0 for 1 here in this one. Plenty of time to work with. 4:40 to go in the first quarter, 2-0 Paola. Here's Phillips, pick and roll action. Doesn't give to Baker, the screener. Instead rotates to Meister, looks to get downhill on Moala. Switches right to left. Here's Phillips off the handoff. Back to Meister, open for 3, but head faked. Drives, touches the paint, gives to Carnahan in front of Coach Ryan O'Shell for the Paola Panthers. Meister still with it as we near the 4-minute mark. Labette County's had it for quite a while this possession, Isabel.
This is good though. They're not giving it up easily or looking for the rush shot like they've done so many times before, and so that is something that has been good for the Grizzlies this possession.
Heston tried to drive and jump stop, had it stripped off of the Panthers. Stays with Labette. Trey Vincent checks in, first sub of the game for Coach Argerbright. He replaces Xavier Phillips, first sub for Coach O'Shell and the Panthers. As checking out is Joel Feldman. Checking in is Logan Newkirk. Newkirk, a 6-foot-tall senior. Imagine that, a senior at 6 foot tall for Paola. They have about 10 of them. Carnahan inbounds to the right wing behind the 3-point line to Vincent. Looks to get downhill. Good cutoff defense and throws it away. As it seems like Trey's struggled a little bit, for the girls. They've had a couple players, and that happens. Every once in a while, it seems like every year in this Burlington tournament, there's a few players who really thrive, and then a few who normally thrive don't.
Yes.
And Trey just kind of seems to have fallen on one side of that spectrum. But he still has plenty of time to go. 3:40 to go in the first quarter. Only down by 2. Here's a pass inside to Moala. Turns, shoots, and scores. That's a pretty looking hook shot.
Number 25, Trey Moala.
Eli Heston crossing half court between the legs. Slows down the tempo. Wings trying to get open. Here's Carnahan flashing. Uses the Baker screen a little bit. Gives to Heston, still behind the three-point line, right wing position. Goes baseline, good seal from Baker, layup, good for Heston. All set up by the good seal from Hudson Baker. Here's a three-pointer quickly on the other end, no good. Rebound, out of bounds. It'll be Labette County ball. The three was put up by Caden Markham. Labette County hanging in there. We didn't expect any less. It's still early. Griff Eaton comes in for Chase Carnahan.
Yeah, and I think that's definitely good as they buckle down on defense. They're not letting Paola take any easy shots, which is something that I was hoping to see out of them. But offensively so far, they've done a great job of just taking their time, working the ball, and like we saw in that last possession, getting a good shot. So great work.
Here's Heston, right corner. Step back, head fakes, rotates Meister. Now far left wing. Near the Paola bench in the hands of Trey Vincent. Just checked into the game a moment ago. 2:40 to go in the opening quarter. Labette County with a 2-point deficit and the basketball. Here's Baker screening. Vincent corner. Baker's open. Trey gives it to him and he's fouled. That foul will go on Dalton Pisek.
Foul on Paola, number 42, Dalton Pisek. And for Paola, number 44, Caden Ramey.
Griff Eaton to inbound. Slaps the ball. And his troops break as Hudson's kind of pushed out of bounds. Well out of bounds. And comes back in. Inbound goes to Meister. Here's a Griff Eaton three. And it's canned by Griff Eaton. Labette County up 5-4 over the Paola Panthers. They got to play some defense here as we near the 2-minute mark in the first quarter. Ball's in the far side in front of Coach Augerbright. Markham defended by Heston. 2-3 zone. Labette County puts on display.
I love what I'm seeing right now from the Grizzlies. They're figuring out how to score and beat them with size. So this is a good thing we're seeing right now from the Grizzlies.
Contested baseline jumper, no good from Moala. Here comes Labette County, 1-point lead. Now past the 2-minute mark. Quarter number 1. Vincent with it, dribbling, holding, guarded by Markham. Gives to Meister, downhill floater. Tough shot from Alex. Comes up short. Rebound in the game is Caden Ramey. First time we've seen Ramey, a 6'2" senior. As this is a lengthy Paola team, that's why I chuckle. Here's Moala down low, turns, and travels!
That is probably something uncharacteristic of him, as he did not seem to enjoy that call. But either way, we'll take it and see if the Grizzlies can capitalize.
As it'll be Griff Eaton, the point guard. 90 seconds to go. Coach Augerbright calls the set play 4 down. We'll see what 4 down is. Hopefully it works. Oh, didn't work that time. As Eaton throws it away, and then Heston picks up a frustration foul. Kind of got caught up trying to steal it.
Foul on Labette County, number 5, Eli Heston.
I don't know if I like that 4 down play.
I don't either.
Minute 15 on the clock. Paola with the ball. They trail by a point. Labette County still 2-3 zone. Not a bad idea against the very talented Trey Moala, 6'6" senior for the Panthers. As we've been told, Paola doesn't really like to shoot three-pointers. Moala rejected by Meister, but gets his miss and scores. Takes back a 6-5 lead over Labette County. 55 seconds to go. Here's Eli Heston, picked up by Joel Feldman. Logan Newkirk, who checked in for Feldman. Here's Meister, head fakes near the top of the key, deep. Here's Eaton, pulls up from the free throw line! Got it! Good shot from Griff Eaton. He's got 5 of the Labette County 7. As this is what's fun about this Labette County team. A leading score is different every other 2 games.
Yeah, and I think that's great as far as from our perspective, because the defense doesn't know who to guard. Because you can't be guaranteed it's going to be the same person every time, which is a good thing. And I don't think Paola was ready for that.
Here's Moala, right wing, and I don't think Paola was too ready for the Labette County 2-3 zone.
I know, I'm not sure they know what to do with it.
Heston almost picked off a pass. Paola has 8 seconds. They trail by 1. First quarter. Moala, 5 seconds. Ball far side. Open 3. In and out. Rebound Heston. He'll try to get a shot off. They won't. But Labette County leads Paola at the end of 1. So you win round 1. 3 more to go. 7-6. Labette County on top. 60 seconds on KLKC.
Labette Grizzly basketball is brought to you by Bartlett Co-op with 8 convenient locations in southeast Kansas and northern Oklahoma. Contact Bartlett Co-op for all your farming needs in Bartlett, Edna, Oswego, Mound Valley, Chitopa, Coffeyville, and Big Cabin.
Labette County with the ball to open things up in quarter number 2. They lead 7-6. Hudson Baker top of the key. Carnahan comes to get it. Far side Heston off the screen. 3-pointer's not there. Step back isn't there. He was guarded by the 6'6" Moala. Tough to shoot a step back over him. Here's Eaton. He has 5 points, a 3 and a 2. As his pass to Meisters corralled right at the half-court line, almost a backcourt violation on Labette County. Another lengthy possession as they've had it for just over 30 seconds now. Here's Eaton off the dribble drive hand from Carnahan. Goes behind the back. He looks pretty confident today. He looks to get downhill. Good kick to Carnahan. He head fakes. Ball's still on the deck for Labette. Here's Eaton. Pulls up again from the free throw line. Hit the front of the rim. No good. Good shot selection, though, from Eaton. He hit one a possession ago. Here's Moala, now corner. In front of us, Markham rotation happening. Ball's now short corner right side. Now a long flip and a three-pointer left wing. No good. Shot by Caden Markham, rebound Labette County. Again, fighting for first place here in the Burlington Invitational. They won the first quarter. We'll see what they can do here in the second. They have the ball. Score is 7-6, Labette County. 6:45 to go. Ball's on the deck. Paola dives on it, and they recover. Here's Feldman. He's back in the game. He started. And here's Moala. Labette County still putting up that 2-3 zone. Ball is on the far side. Here's Feldman now in front of us. They like to throw it from wing to wing. Here's Markham. Now Moala, short corner. Pass far side. Moala right block. Fakes left, goes right. Hook long. Rebound Carnahan. Good defense from Hudson Baker. Long transition pass to Meister. Looks to get downhill on Moala, but he's cut off and chooses to retreat back beyond the three-point line. Gives to Eaton. Looks to drive, step back. Dishes to Carnahan. Like to see him take that baseline. He's opening up baseline, but he'll go right side. Offensive foul on Eli Heston as Heston came over to set the screen for Carnahan. I didn't see the illegal, but they call it.
Second foul, team's third. In for Labette County, number 3, Xavier Phillips, and number 4, Latravion Vincent.
Ball's far side. Paola trails 7-6. 5:50 to go in the second quarter. Ball's in the far side. Again, to what I was saying earlier, Paola doesn't, we talked to some of the players, they don't like to shoot.
Yeah, and I think that's something we've seen here is they've taken a few threes, haven't made any, but it's just something that they like to go inside if they can. And so I think that's why the 2-3 zone has really been threatening them.
As Xavier Phillips gets in there and forces the jump ball on Caden Ramey, it stays with Paola. Did we have a sub for Labette? I heard the PA announcer announce a substitution. I think Trey Vinson came in for Eli. On the court for Labette County's Vinson, Eaton, Phillips, Baker, and Carnahan. Moala has it on the perimeter. That's not a common place for him to have it. Here's a mid-range jumper. No good for Moala. Foul going the other way on Paola. As Labette County's doing exactly what they need to do. They're only up a point, but that's okay.
Yeah, that's totally fine. I mean, you're up a point, you win the game. I mean, I understand it's the second quarter still, but they're playing fundamental defense right now, but they're also not being afraid to fight their man in the paint and get the foul call when needed. So great job by Labette County.
Labette County 7. Paola 6. Coach Argerbright calls a set play. Fist. I like Fist, and so does Griff Eaton. He lays it in for 2 and pumps the Fist as they lead 9-6. Fists are everywhere here in Burlington. They lead by 3, 5 minutes to go in the first half. Labette County holding Paola to 6 points. Almost 12 minutes into the game. Vincent gambles on a pass, picks it off, and then tumbles out of bounds. The ball does. It'll stay with Paola. Point guard will be Aiden Morris, crossing half. 2-3 zone still from Labette County. Why would you move out of it? Here's Moala facing Baker. Tries to spin, tries to shoot, and does score. No try there. 9-8. Moala, as you can tell, Isabel, you take him away, this Paola team is a lot less.
Yeah, and I think that's definitely something that, I mean, Baker's playing great defense on him. You don't, as a big yourself, you don't want to get into that foul trouble. So Baker's doing all he can right now. But yeah, I mean, the Grizzlies are just going to have to be fundamental on those offenses and just do what they can to shut him down on the other end.
Griff Eaton put up a quick trigger 3 that rattled in and out. Rebound, Moala. Far side three-pointer from Morris. Too strong, high in the air, hit the rim. Rebound, long out for Vincent. Trey elected to slow it down. It was a 2-on-2 situation. Now he speeds up. Now he finds Eaton right side, jab, step, and drive, and backs it out. Now pulls up. Eaton looking confident. Rejected, but rebounded by Phillips. As here's Phillips, left corner. He can shoot it, and he'll drive, touch the paint, and give to Vincent. Carnahan at the Wildcat at midcourt. Labette County still with a 1-point lead, 3:45 to go in the first half. Phillips beyond the arc, right side, defended by Moala. Eaton left wing, dump inside to Baker with position. One dribble, and they're going to call a charge. If there was a restricted arc in high school, that would have been a block.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I agreed with that one. I don't think he was set all the way, but call to call in this case.
It'll be Paola ball. They've had it multiple times with a 1-point deficit. Nothing changes here. They're down 9-8. 3.5 minutes to go in the first half. Each team with 4 personal fouls, as they don't have personal fouls on the scoreboard, but I believe that's Hudson's first. And they're going to need him to keep playing clean because he's having to deal with Moala down there. Paola with the ball. Here's a left wing three-pointer. Off to the right side, rebounded by Carnahan. And here he comes. That's 2 on Hudson. Thank you, Isabel. Is 2 on Hudson. So if he picks up a third before halftime, we'll see what happens. Here's Eaton right wing. He's handled the ball a lot and had a lot of minutes. Has 7 points. 7 of the 9, actually. Low-scoring game. Coach Argerbright calls Fist again. I liked Fist last time. We'll see if I do again. Here's Vincent off the Hudson screen. Pick and roll. Pass intercepted. Good hands underneath by Ramey. Here comes Maul. A good transition pass, but the layup's no good. Rebound Xavier Phillips. There was a wide open layup under the rim. Logan Newkirk couldn't convert. Paola coming up empty-handed again. Baker inside with position. And he called a charge again! As Alex Meister's going to come into the game for Hudson Baker, as if a charge isn't called and nothing's called. Baker scores on both those possessions, I guarantee you, as he would have had a layup. So it would be 13-8, but the ref calls back-to-back charges. That's 3 on Hudson Baker.
Now that's definitely not a good situation to be in right now if you're Hudson.
As you can feel some of the fans not liking the calls, and Coach Argerbright as well, but the second you get a it's us against the world mentality is when you'll be down by 10.
Exactly. You can't have that mentality. I mean, as much as it stinks to have that call, you just got to put your head down and keep playing with what you know how, because, I mean, that's all you can really do at that point. So we'll see how they adapt to that.
Short corner, Bunny, in and out, rebound in the hands of Trey Vinson. Here comes Labette County. So with Hudson Baker on the bench with 3 points, Eli Heston, or 3 fouls, excuse me, Eli Heston on the bench as well. You lead by 1 with 2 minutes to go. This is a big 2 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, this decides the momentum going into the second half, so it needs to be, we need to win these next 2 minutes right here for sure.
Here's Meister, as I would not be opposed to seeing how long you can possibly hold the ball here. Not
Yeah,
just
I
sit
think
on a
that would-
lead,
yeah,
but
no.
just because you have two of your big players on the bench.
Well, you want to stay in control of the ball game, and by doing that, you control the tempo. And so if they can make a smart shot here, or go down and play defense now, then I think that they will have a good start to, like I said, they need to win the next minute 30 for sure.
Wasn't a bad shot from
No, it
Redford.
wasn't.
If
He is a
that
very smart
shot
basketball player.
if that shot took the ACT, it would get about a 22.
Hey.
So around average.
Yeah.
Here we go. 1:11 left. Paola with the ball. Here is left wing. Kale Murdoch. First time we've seen Kale in the game. Murdoch flashing in the post. Here's a three-pointer. Good. First three-pointer made for the Panthers. Joel Feldman. Under a minute to go. Labette County trails by 2. 11-9. Labette County with 5 team fouls. Baker with 3 personal. And then a foul finally on Joel Feldman. As Eaton. But they're going to get Kale Murdoch. Eaton's playing very confident right now.
Yeah, that's exactly what we need, because especially with your big and leading scorer on the bench, you need somebody to step up and make a play.
And for Labette County, number 2, John Redford.
And for Labette County, John Redford replaces Griff Eaton. Carnahan, the inbounder, throws over the top for Vinson. 45 seconds left now in the opening half. Here's Vinson, and he's probably going to call a charge again. And he calls a block!
He can call block.
41 seconds on the clock. Labette County just burned 4 seconds off the inbounds play. They'll inbound again. That's 16 fouls on Paola. So if you can draw a foul, you can get to the free throw line a couple times before the end of half.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
First time we've seen Redford for a week or so. Here's Phillips underneath. Wide open on the left block. We're tied at 11. Labette County's got to get a stop. One more stop. Here we go. Can they do it? Tied at 11. 30 seconds to go in the opening half. Ball's in front of Coach Ugger, far right side. Newkirk defended by Vincent. Labette won't be in the bonus. Fans are getting rowdy. That being Labette County, the bench on their feet. Managers on their feet. They need a stop. 15 seconds left. Ball's in the far right wing, Feldman. Here's Moala, step back 3, well defended by Carnahan. 5 seconds, three-pointer from the top of the key. Newkirk, good! What a shot by Logan Newkirk, as a long heave from Meister almost went in.
That bounced off the rim. That had a shot.
As a very clutch shot from Logan Newkirk puts Paola on top of Labette County 14-11 at halftime. But as Izzy likes to say, nothing to hang your head about if you're Labette County. Holding them to 14 points, but only scoring 11. Can they score more? We'll find out here in the second half. For now, we'll start with a 2-minute timeout and come back with our halftime show and stats here on KLKC Parsons. Griff Eaton with 7 points. 7 of the 11 came from the fingertips of Griff Eaton. Isabel.
That's a big deal, especially for coming off the bench, and I don't think Paola was ready for that by any means, so I'm really impressed by Griff Eaton.
Xavier Phillips with 2 points and Eli Heston with 2 points. So scoreless in the first half for Labette. Alex Meister didn't score. Hudson Baker didn't score. Trey Vinson didn't score. But the glass half full perspective, it's a low-scoring game.
Yeah, exactly.
You're down 3.
It's a very defensive game, that's for sure.
And you know, you could say the same thing for Paola. Their leading scorer, Trey Moala, with 8, Logan Newkirk with 3, and Joel Feldman with 3. Everybody else scoreless.
Yeah.
So both teams in the exact same boat. The only separation is a 3-pointer from Newkirk with 2 seconds left. That's the only separation in this first half. And so I'm curious to see how Labette County responds. Trey Moala is a 6'6" senior for Paola, and he scored his first bucket with just a cockback tomahawk jam.
I mean, when he did that, I was like, oh, we're in for it. Like,
Yeah.
mentally, I was like, okay, we've got to stop this guy. But I think to only hold him to 8 points is impressive. Because he's a huge, I mean, he plays down low, very confident. I mean, I think despite Hudson having, 2 of his 3 fouls were charges. So, I mean, I don't think that you can.
Yeah.
I mean, Hudson's played very clean on the defensive end. So I
point.
don't think you can be like, oh, Hudson needs to play cleaner. He is. I just think he got 2 unfortunate calls, and so that's something that I think they're going to have to. I think that's something we're going to have to deal with moving forward, because it's like, they're going to have to adjust to that. But I definitely think it's going to be a good thing to see. I think. They're playing well. They're playing good D. I don't think. They just got to keep doing what they're doing and hoping that shots fall. Because if they do that, I think they have a great shot at winning this ball game. So they just got to buckle down. Be intentional every defensive possession and drive and score. I think the few times that Griff did that and got those buckets, that is something that I don't think we're ready for. And with the few times that he's driven or that we've had other players drive, we've either gotten the foul on that and another shot at the goal, or we've scored. And so I think that coming into the second half, that's going to be what we need to do.
As those tuning in may look at the score, 14-11, sloppy game at halftime. I wouldn't call it a sloppy game.
I would agree.
It was a defensive clinic on both ends. Both teams played really good defense. And both bigs, Trey Moala has 8 points, but I feel like if you're Labette County, it's a pretty big win.
Yeah, for sure.
The man is a beast.
Exactly.
That 2-3 zone was a really smart decision from Coach Argerbright to clog the paint.
Yeah, and I hope that they continue to do that, because you're exactly right. They have not taken they've taken a few threes, but they have not taken a ton of inside shots even. And so that is something that I think he needs to stick with the 2-3 zone. I just think that they need to keep hammering at that. If it gets desperate or they fall behind, maybe a press, maybe something, and then fall back into that. But for now, I think, like I said, they just need to keep doing what they're doing, and they're going to be fine.
As Labette County's going to have to start knocking down shots as well. They got good looks, just not all of them fell. They trail by 3 at halftime, 4 minutes until second half. So we'll start with the 3-minute timeout. And when we come back, we'll hear from ex-point guard for 4 years at Labette County, Luke Falkenstein, and see the game through his lens here in 3 minutes on KLKC. We're about 45 seconds away from the second half, but while we have a little bit of time, I'd like to welcome you all the presence of Luke Falkenstein, an ex-point guard from Labette County. For 4 years, Luke, you're back from going to school at Texas Tech, right?
Yes, sir, I am.
So just tell us, you played for Coach Argerbright for 1 or 2 years. Was it just 1 year, your senior year?
Well, technically I got to play for 3 years because I played from JV
my
sophomore year.
That's right.
And then varsity junior and senior year we took over for Coach Smith.
So just tell us, obviously Paola is one of the better teams, more lengthy teams Labette County's played. They handled them well, only down by 3. Just tell us how Labette County can start to get better looks on offense and keep up the defense.
Well, Griffin Eaton was a great spark off the bench, taking jump shots that were open to him, but they really just got to keep the ball moving, and they got to knock down the shots that are open. Eli's been really covered by the entire team. Other people are going to have to step up. And Hudson,
As Hudson lost it on the inside, he would have had a layup. As Eli got it back. As Luke, I knew we didn't have much time, but thanks for joining me. I thought I'd just pick your brain a little bit and let everybody hear your beautiful voice for a little bit.
Oh, yeah, great. That was great.
If you feel led to come back, just let me know, and we'll give you a headset, my friend. As I'm joined now again by Isabel Redford. Labette County came up empty-handed on their first possession. 7 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the third quarter. They trail by 3. Here's the ball on the right wing for the Panthers. Flip left wing, now short corner, now left block. Well defended by Baker, forces him to kick it out. Here's a drive and a floater that's converted by Caden Markham. A 5-point Paola lead, their largest of the evening. It's all about how Labette County responds, as Paola's too good of a team to just put in a can for 4 quarters. Oh my gosh. As we have a child, a young girl running on the court. So they had to stop play. I'm glad the ref saw. I did not see.
That could have ended very badly.
Never seen that before. Here's Heston with it. 6:50 to go. Third quarter. Carnahan left wing. Uses the Phillips screen. Throws it to Meister. Defended by Moala. He pulls up from beyond the arc. Too short. Rebound. Paola. It's Pysick. Here's Moala. Paola threatening to add to their largest lead. 3-pointer. Good.
Number 35,
Caden Markham with all 5 of Paola's second half points. They lead by 8 right out of the gate. 6:20 to go, third quarter. Meister looking to respond for Labette County. Gets to the free throw line and spins. Gives Carnahan left corner. He head fakes. Now Baker left elbow. He faces up. Loses it. It's off of his leg. But Pysick dove on it. I don't think he knew it was off of Baker's shin. So it'll stay with Labette County as Pysick tumbled on it out of bounds.
Yeah, Labette County definitely needs to answer here. They do not want this lead extended any more than it has.
Here's Meister in the corner. Now here's Eli Heston, set play for Meister, far side. He's open, they need it to go, and he'll make it go! 19-14, Alex Meister with his first field goal of the game. It took me a minute to remember. They only trail by 5 now, under 6 minutes to go, third quarter. Here's right side, Caden Markham. Far side pass, picked off and off the hands of a Panther as Xavier Phillips closed in on the passing lane and tipped it. And then it was tipped again, I think by Feldman on the far side.
Yeah, great read by Xavier Phillips on that pass.
5.5 to go, quarter number 3. Labette County with it, off of a 3-pointer from Alex Meister. And a 5-0 run from the Panthers. Labette County responding well. Here's Baker with it at the free throw line. Has a lane, has it poked away by Moala, but Heston gets it back under the rim, throws it to Baker underneath. What a pass! And Baker's going to go to the free throw line as Eli Heston kind of gave him that pass off of a fake shot, and that always draws the defense in. Good job from Heston to Baker there.
Yeah, that was great court awareness by Heston of seeing the defensive draw and then dishing it out to Baker. So we'll see if he can put him away here.
Baker's first is too strong. He'll get another. Checking in for Paola, first sub of the second half. Logan Newkirk played hefty amount of minutes in the first half. He replaces Joel Feldman. Hudson's second shot is nothing but the bottom of the net for Hudson Baker. as that's his first point of the game. 19-15 is the score. Paola on top, 5:15 to go, third quarter. Ball on the perimeter. Ball's on the far side, now Logo. Penetration. Ball kicked out, pass off the foot of Meister, out of bounds, stays with Paola. As the ball rolled into the commons area. Oh my gosh, I see it.
It's still going.
It's like on the other side of the room.
We'll see if the ball decides to return to play.
Yes, here it is. Man, that's crazy. Man, this is an interesting second half so far. We have a toddler on the court. Ball rolls in there on the hot dog roller at the concession stand. But Paola's set to inbound here. Here's Morris, the inbounder, thrown over the top. Here's Markham. He scored the first 5 points for the Panthers. Coming to get it to run point is Morris. Flips far left side. In front of Coach O'Shell. Ball lost by Moala. Off the entry pass, here's Heston. Slowing it down wisely. Labette County only down 4. Heston turns on the Jets. Misses the layup. Rebound Markham. So Labette County could have used that one, but that's okay, as it was off of a turnover anyways. Ball's far side, Newkirk. Morris at the key. Far side, Moala. Hasn't scored in the second half. Was held to 8 in the first half. Here's a three-pointer, and it's canned by Logan Newkirk. Paola is starting to hit more threes, and I think Labette County wants them to because they probably don't want to move away from Moala to have to deal with somebody else. 7-point Paola lead, and they're going to call a charge on Eli Heston.
There. I think that's Eli's third or fourth now?
Foul Labette County, number
You're good at
5.
remembering fouls. I don't remember.
I think it's
the first foul of the second half.
no,
for
third.
Labette.
It is his third. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. Thought it was his fourth.
You're scaring me over here. Aiden Morris to run point. He crosses half court. It's 2-3 zone. Labette County's still in it. As Paola hits another three, we'll see if they change. Here's Markham, a beautiful turnaround hook. Caden Markham has just as many points, if not more, than Trey Moala now. So Markham posing another duo threat to this Labette County defense. They lead now by 9. As Markham's at 7. So closing in on Moala for leading scorer. Here's Heston with it. Now Meister, he's made a 3 in the second half. Scoreless in the first half. A layup from Meister, rolls around the rim and out. As here comes Paola threatening to attack upon a double-digit lead. Ramey far side just checked in. Now Moala corner, defended by Phillips. Back to Ramey. Now back to Morris. Paola just kind of playing catch. Here's a running floater by Morris. Too strong. Rebound Meister. Labette County needed to stop, and they need to close out this third quarter. Here's a pass inside to Baker. He turns, almost travels, falls down, gets back up and scores! As Hudson Baker almost fell down, pretty much did, but stayed on his feet.
Yeah, that was very impressive and exactly the answer Labette County was needing.
And a travel here on Markham, as I've never seen somebody fall down but stay on their feet.
Yeah, that was...
This is a game of first.
In for Labette County, number 11 and number 4. And in for Paola.
In for Labette, Xavier Phillips and Chase Carnahan replaced by Griff Eaton, who led the way in scoring with 7 in the first half. Trey Vincent joins him in the game as well. Labette County responding well to the push from Paola. They trail still by 7, though. Here's Eaton. Bounce pass to Meister. He looks to drive, pulls up, no foul called. Air ball tracked down by Baker, saves it to Griff Eaton. Good play there from Baker. Here's Eaton, finds Vincent at the free throw line. He can attack if he wants. He will. Up and under, layup blocked, and rebounded by Ramey this time. He's a muscle man underneath for Paola. And here they come, Moala far corner. Drives baseline, flips to Markham. He's been hot. Baseline, pull-up jumper, too short. Rebound, Heston. Here he comes in transition. It's 2-on-2, him and Eaton. Heston backs it out. Now to Meister, open for 3. Meister connects from deep, 24-20. Labette County closing in again. They trail by just 4. Timeout. We'll see who called it. Timeout, Labette County. We'll take 30 seconds on KLKC, 2 minutes.
As the area's leading hospital, we believe your best days lies ahead of you. And as a nationally recognized hospital, we work to ensure that your tomorrows are the best they can be. At Labette Health, instead of thinking about what you need out of a hospital, we've thought about what you need out of life. And with our multiple award-winning care, we're creating a higher quality of life for our patients. At Labette Health, we center around you.
Of an Alex Meister 3 and fresh out of a Coach Argerbright 30-second timeout, Labette County responded exactly how they needed to as they were walking on thin ice as Paola had an 8-point lead, and Labette County cuts it to 4.
Yeah, that is something they just need to keep going, keep grinding on this lead, and
here's a steal.
Stop right there. That's exactly, like I said, they need to control this ball game, control the pace, control the tempo, and I think we're starting to see that right now. So great job by Labette County.
A steal from Meister. Labette County really threatening. Baker underneath, guarded by Ramey. No foul called and no jump ball. And now a jump ball is called. It'll be Paola ball. Few questionable calls here in this one. A couple charges on Hudson Baker early. And now a weird jump ball. As it was a jump ball, just not when he blew the whistle.
Yeah, that was a late call on that one.
As Baker is going to check out of the game, replaced by Xavier Phillips. 2-3 zone, Labette County still in. Feldman throws it far left wing in front of Coach O'Shell of the Panthers. Feldman has it here, short corner Ramey. Moala wants it inside. They aren't going to give it to him. Well defended by Labette County. Moala, the main man for Paola. Here's Feldman. 60 seconds left in the third quarter. Ramey, short corner. That's where he likes to catch and work. 24-20, Paola on top, 55 seconds. Pull-up jumper lost. Tipped around, foul going the other way.
I'm really liking what I see out of both ends of the court right now from Labette, but especially on defenses. I don't know what Coach Argerbright's been telling them, but their mentality right now is so high, and that's something that I've seen them get down like 4-6 points, and they mentally get to a low spot, and that's how the leads extend. But they're not doing that right now, and I'm really happy with that right now.
John Redford checks in for Eli Heston, potentially to close out the third quarter, just 40 seconds left. As you're right, Isabel, 2 years ago, or maybe even last year, this team would have probably put their heads down and went down by 10 or so. Here's a three by Trey Vinson off the elevator screen at the top of the key. Labette County trails by just 1 point, 25 seconds left.
Yeah, and that's exactly, perfect example right there. You get open shots like that, you run the offense like you're supposed to, and now we're within one. And so I think the battle mentality is, and now we're seeing the fans get into it, the bench is into it. This is exactly what you need to build momentum. So I am so proud of our Grizzlies right now.
Labette County on an 8-0 run. Here's Moala, potentially a charge, but there's no call! Xavier Phillips stepped in to take a charge and was in perfect position to draw the charge on Moala, but no foul called. As that looks identical, if not worse, to the two called on Hudson in the first half.
And Coach Argerbright did not like that one at all either.
As he's still John, might get a T. As he's yelling, that's the same thing, referring to the two called on Hudson in the first half. But regardless, Labette County trails by 3. We'll be back for the fourth quarter in 30 seconds on KLKC.
High school sports fans, follow your team live with the free ScoreStream mobile app. Just download ScoreStream to get real-time scores, photos, and awesome video from your game and your rivals. Plus, follow your favorite teams and friends. Get real-time high school sports from ScoreStream.
Labette County trails 26-23. As you can feel the belief in the fan base and bench, just in terms of what they expect this team to do, and when they do it, there's no surprise. That's kind of hard to say, but there are now certain expectations with this team, and they're meeting them.
Yes, and I think that's a good thing. Especially when you come from 0-4 to now 5-6.
As Alex Meister, who had 6 points in the third quarter, both 3-pointers, gets fouled underneath and will shoot 2 from the free throw line. 7:45 to go, fourth quarter. Just the start. This is the first possession. Meister's first free throw is good. Eli Heston checks in for John Redford. And man, if Eli Heston can hit a couple threes,
this will be a very
now we're talking.
Yes, exactly. I think coming into this game, Paola knew he was the guy.
Yeah.
So I think we've seen him get shut down a little bit. But I also think that he's also really good at breaking that. So I think he's just still kind of finding his way. So as soon as he can do that, he'll be able, like I said, we'll see a few different ball games.
Here's a Chase Carnahan steal. Alex Meister, 3, no good. Phillips fouled underneath. Xavier Phillips is going to head to the line to try to tie or take the lead for Labette County. As we had a Chase Carnahan steal down here, he picked off a pass and pushed it up ahead. And Meister, I believe, missed a little bunny. And Phillips got it back and got fouled. As it was Meister in there on the first shot. As that's 4 on Markham. Phillips' first free throw is good. We have a tied ball game, folks. Paola was up by 8 about 5 minutes ago, a game play. As I think we have a as I unplugged our box, excuse me, as we have a timeout. Paola will keep it here and remind everybody that this evening's broadcast of Labette County basketball is powered by Labette Health and the Bartlett Co-op. Other sponsors include Labette Community College, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Doctors Gilmore and Newland, Labette Bank, Woodworth Enterprises, Herman Lumber, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Commercial Bank, Labette County Mental Health Services, Tank Connection, USD 506, Wood Doolahary Insurance and Real Estate, the Corner Store of Altamont, Community National Bank, Snyder Lawn Care. As Phillips knocks down the second, gives Labette County their first lead in a long time. I'll just say that. A couple other sponsors are Oswego Locker, Altamont Lumber, and SEK Orthopedics. 2-3 zone. Labette County still throwing at Paola. They haven't responded too well to it as Labette County leads by a point. Here's Moala. Ball's in the corner. Entry pass to Moala. Tries to back down Baker. Gets too deep. Has to kick it out. Here is Feldman, as Markham, with 4 fouls, is on the bench. He really tore apart Labette County in the third quarter and got Paola that 9-point lead. So that's big if you're a Grizzly fan. Here's a pass to Ramey, poked out by Phillips. It'll stay with Paola, but still a momentum play made by Phillips.
Yeah, even on those plays like that where you tip it out of bounds, that is, like you said, it's a huge momentum play, and the Grizzlies just need to buckle down and keep playing good D.
As again, this is the championship game. We have seen a lot of heart from this Labette County team. They have played really good basketball this week. Here's right elbow, Ramey. Turns and gives, still rotating. Ball's in the corner. Ramey bobbles, loses. Moala falls on it. Ramey falls on it. Xavier Phillips falls on it. And a jump ball. It'll stay with Paola. Bodies hitting the deck on that possession. Entry goes to Morris. Aiden Morris, starting point guard, hasn't done much in the book, but does a lot of facilitating for this Paola offense. He kind of just stands in the middle and swings the ball. Moala, ball goes in between his legs, and we have another tie-up. Labette County ball.
And that is something I've seen. We have not seen a lot out of Moala, and I think a lot of it has done. The Grizzly D has been great on buckling down on him, making sure he does not get easy looks on the basket. And the few times he has had the ball there, but he's either been on the floor or, like we saw just then, it's been a tie-up. And so great effort by Labette County shutting him down.
On the court for Labette, just to recap, is Alex Meister, Hudson Baker, Xavier Phillips, Eli Heston, and Chase Carnahan. 26-27, Labette County on top, 6 minutes and 15 seconds to go in the ball game. Fighting for first place are these two teams. Here's Carnahan, tries to drive, has to back it out. Smart decision to Meister. He dribbles to the corner, now spins back and gives to Carnahan towards the top of the key at the Wildcat logo. Here's Heston fouled away from the ball. Aiden Morris is going to be called on the personal foul, as that'll be 5 team fouls on Paola, just 1 for Labette County. That is big.
Yeah.
That's his first team's 5th foul.
Just the first on Morris, though. Carnahan's going to inbound, going to throw over the top of Cale Murdoch. Entry goes to Baker with good position on Ramey if he wants to use it. Turns, shoots, too strong. Good idea, though, from Hudson. Here's Paola, 1-point deficit, 5:45 to go in the game. Far side, here's Murdoch, rotates. Here's Morris, defended by Carnahan. Now Moala, right elbow. Moala guarded by Meister and Carnahan. Panthers cutting, nobody open, so they just swing it. Ramey, far side, entry pass to Moala. No shot, foul on the floor. So that's a positive, as Moala was going up to shoot, but the foul was called prior to.
That's number 10, Chase Carnahan.
Foul on Carnahan, just his first, as that's good.
And that's an impressive, because with as good of a defender as Chase is, he sometimes gets caught in that foul trouble, and that's not necessarily always a bad thing. We just see that happen from him being so aggressive, and so for that to be his first foul is awesome. So great effort by Chase, and a good thing for us because we have some other players in foul trouble right now.
Caden Ramey checks in. Here's a jumper, no good. Rebound, Alex Meister. As every possession is precious here. And again, I'm telling you, Eli Heston hits a couple threes.
Yeah, and that's, I think, also,
huge.
I mean, this speaks to itself as Eli has not had those threes tonight, but they're still playing resilient. They're still playing like they know how. And so I think we have to give credit to that as well.
As here's Carnahan, a Heston short corner jumper, good. And that'll work. 29-26, Labette County leads by 3. They're 5 minutes and counting away from taking home the first place trophy in the Burlington Invitational. They came into this one as an underdog. Paola with a lot of length and strength. Labette County's 2-3 zone and good offense in moments when it counts has helped. Here's a pass corralled by Markham at the free throw line. Looked like he was going to lose it. Goes to far side Ramey. Now Moala defended by Phillips. Moala sizing up Phillips, rotates the ball. Pass tipped by Carnahan, but it's brought back down by Newkirk. Here's a pass far side Ramey. Entry pass Markham. Defended by Carnahan. Ball's on the deck. Loose ball picked up by Carnahan. Here comes Eli Heston. Layup. No shot and a charge. A charge is called as Aiden Morris is on the deck hard. He's the one who took the charge. Now that one, he was a little bit more out of position than the ones on Hudson, but I think he hit his head on the court. We hope that he's okay. As Morris gets up okay, as Argerbright comes out to tend to him, as does Coach O'Shell, as Morris is okay, and I think he'll head to the bench. Walks off under his own power, looks okay. He'll stay in the game. He'll stay in the game, correction. Nope, never mind. As we might have a timeout. Or are they just seeing if Morris can play? As Morris takes the seat, smart decision. So on the court for Paola is Ramey, Joel Feldman, Trey Moala, who's been silent here in the second half, Logan Newkirk, and Caden Markham. So another charge on Labette County. That one on the head of Eli Heston. Not sure how many that is on him.
4.
It was 4. Yeah, 3 earlier, so 4 now. 3 team for Labette County. Eli Heston not in the game, replaced by Trey Vinson. Ball's in the right corner. Rotation, Ramey. Far side three-pointer head faked by Newkirk. Entry to Moala. Tries to work on Baker, flips it to Ramey. Head fakes a 3. Good pass inside to Markham, who has it blocked by Baker. Oh, and I thought he called a foul, but no, But he calls a jump ball. Three-point Labette County lead, 3:43 to go in the game. Ramey gets it on the inbound right corner.
I will say Hudson is playing fantastic defense right now against Moala. I am super impressed by Baker right now.
Here's Markham. He's been just as big of a threat as Moala. Here's a three-pointer to tie the game. No good. Rebound in the air. Markham covers. His layup, no good, and over the back of Moala. All right. As I wasn't sure if they were going to call it or not, but they do.
Moala did not like that one. But let's see if the Grizzlies can extend their lead here and keep the momentum in their favor.
3:25 and counting. Carnahan walking it up. Moala a little bit frustrated, playing some pretty hard defense here in the half court. Here's Vincent far side. Vincent tries to clear out Baker, doesn't want the screen, and Baker seeps back down to the low left block, now under the basket. Here's Vincent, wanted the ISO, gets it, jump stops, gives to Meister, he goes downhill, layup, no, but a foul!
And that is something Alex does so well, is driving, and he's so good at finishing his shot, but like in this case here, he didn't make it, but he is so good at drawing the fouls, and so Alex doing a great job on the downhill stretch here to create some havoc for the Paola Panthers.
As that's what I mentioned in the first half, getting downhill. I think I mentioned this after the first possession. Whether you get blocked or have it stolen from you, getting downhill and scoring, you're going to get fouls every once in a while, and some of those shots will go. They've done that.
Yes,
as we saw here, Meister shooting too.
And I think that's the thing is these, just because they're bigger than us, they're getting more tired. There's a little bit more exhaustion here, and so I think that's where our boys are succeeding in building that lead, is they're continuing to press, they're continuing to run that fast offense, and so we're seeing the not as tight hands, or we're seeing the more kind of sloppy fouls here, so great job by the Grizzlies.
Meister's first free throw's good. He gets one more. Here it is, and it's good. 31-26, Labette County leads. Still need to get stops. No lead is enough. 2:57 to go in the game. Timeout, Coach O'Shell. Labette County inching closer to a first-place finish here in the Burlington Invitational. You aren't going to want to miss the final 3 minutes of play. We'll take 30 seconds on KLKC.
Hi, this is Brian at Bowen Pharmacy, and today I'd like to visit with you about how you take your medications. Did you know that when you miss 2 doses per week, that's 3.5 months out of the year that you missed your medications, and that can have detrimental effects on your health in a long time period. Here at Bowen Pharmacy, we have this great new machine called the Rapid Pack RX, and what this machine does is it takes all your medications, filters it down, and puts in this nice strip right here that you can pull out of this box. And at any time of the day that you need your medication, it's right here ready for you. Whether you take it 1 a day, 2 a day, 5 a day, or 6 times per day, we can make that happen for you. It's all interfaced with our pharmacy system, and when it runs through, it puts all those times down for you. It even prints the medication.
Labette County will come out of a Coach O'Shell timeout and have to play some defense as they lead by 5. With 2:54 on the clock, Isabel, tell me what you've seen in this fourth quarter where Labette County has held Paola scoreless.
Hudson has done a fantastic job of keeping Moala contained. They've also done a good job. I noticed Xavier slide over a few times, and they keep him on the box out. He has not been able to do what he wants in the paint. That's frustrated him. It's caused, he's a very mental player, I've found, and that has definitely caused some frustration on his end. They've also been able, they've buckled down on defense, and I am so impressed with that. Their mentality is high. They've done really great offensively, so we are seeing some great basketball out of these Grizzlies here.
Here was a lob for Moala as they ran a set play for Moala to lob it back door, and it wasn't there, but he still handled it, and there's going to be a foul on Labette County.
Number 12, Alex Meister, his first, team's fourth. Trey Moala shooting at the line.
As I'm going to have to agree with a fan over here sitting by us for Labette. I don't see how that was a foul, as all the players were just kind of collapsing, trying to make a play on the ball.
Yeah.
As Moala does miss the first free throw, Labette County still with just 14 fouls. Paola with 7, so every time Paola fouls, unless it's an offensive foul, Labette County shooting free throws.
Yeah.
Moala's second free throw is good. 27-31, 4-point lead for Labette County. As I can tell you right now, Paola is going to score 5 to 9 more points.
Yes.
Maybe more. So Labette County, that being said, has to score more. Here's Markham, steals it. Carnahan pokes it away, though, as Markham would have had an easy lay-in if Carnahan hadn't stayed with the play and poked it away, but it's still Paola basketball. Labette County, I like to say this, walking on thin ice, it feels like, as Paola just scored their first point of the second half as Moala knocked down a free throw. Chase Carnahan checks out, replaced by Trey Vinson. 2-3 zone, Labette County still in it. Haven't played man-to-man all game. Here's Moala at the left block, doubled by Vincent and Phillips. Nowhere to go, triple teamed, steal from Heston. Here comes Labette. Vincent in transition. Layup, nobody's fouled and hits the deck hard. But Trey Vincent will go to the line to shoot a pair.
Yeah, but this is exactly what you talked about earlier. It just, going fast in the transition, going up and making the play, if not getting fouled, and going to the line for 2. So we'll see what Trey can do here.
The second you sit on this lead is the second you lose it
Yes.
if you're Labette County. So a transition push, I do not mind. First free throw for Trey Vinson, in and out. He gets one more. That foul's on Newkirk, his second. 8th team foul for Paola. Trey's second, too short, didn't use his legs. Labette County on an 8-1 run here in the fourth quarter. 2 minutes and 5 seconds left. Ball's on the perimeter. Newkirk playing catch with Morris. Now short corner is where he likes to catch it. Here's Pysek. His pass deflected, but in the hands of Morris. Ball's in the corner. Here's Markham. Ball being swung. It's not sticking. Good offensive possession from Paola, but good defense from Labette County.
Yep,
fans are still bringing it here in Burlington. Labette County fans on their feet. They want to stop. Dump underneath. Moala turns, shoots, and he got it. Oh, it went off the glass, hit the rim 3 times and pinballed in. 2-point Labette County lead, 90 seconds to go. I might have to stand up myself. Here's Trey Vinson, far right wing in front of Coach Argerbright. Swings it. Heston, now Phillips left wing. Labette County's still going to have to play with the downhill mentality. They lead by just 2 with 1:15 left. Phillips with it, goes behind the back, gets downhill at the free throw line and stops and gives to Vinson. Baker open backside. They don't find him. Here's Vinson, stutter step, drives, loses it, but Baker underneath. Tip follow, good for Hudson Baker. Lead back to 4 for Labette County. 33-29. It's a low-scoring game, but I don't think anybody cares at this point. Labette County leads by 4, 50 seconds left, and we have a timeout. Paola. Labette County rolling in Burlington. Fans are on their feet. They can smell that trophy and that 6-6 record. This team started 0-4, Isabel.
Yeah, they did, and I think that we are seeing them,
the season.
Yes, we're seeing them hit their stride here, and we are seeing them develop as a basketball team, working together, finding what works to score, and this is a great thing to see out of them, because they have never played, they don't see Paola and SEK. We don't normally play them unless we come here, and so to be able to go up against a team that they were underdogs in and still find a way to play defense and mentally play tough is a huge thing, and for these boys to battle back from an 0-4 record is a huge thing. So great job by the Grizzlies on this part. So I mean, this is a good game, and I hope that they can close it out right here, because this would just be the cherry on top for their mid-season stride here, and this will be a huge thing for them to come into after going into a week off and then coming back. I think this is the mental push. I mean, Paola is the 1 seed in this tournament. Labette County was the 6th seed. So you have to realize that they weren't even supposed to play in this game. And so to have that happen is just a tremendous thing, and we should congratulate them on that. So it's exciting to watch them close this game out now.
As we'd like to thank Labette Health and the Bartlett Co-op for powering this Grizzly comeback. Here's a 3-pointer. No good for Markham. Hit the top of the backboard, and a foul on Xavier Phillips, as that ball was just 2 inches away from being out of bounds as it hit the top of the backboard of Xavier Phillips. It's not funny, but it does look kind of funny as he one-legged hops off the court. We hope that he's okay. That was impressive.
Yeah.
I don't think I could. That was fast.
He went like half the court.
As he's holding his ankle pretty good. We hope Xavier Phillips is okay. I didn't think it was that bad at first.
I thought it might.
I guess it is. We hope Phillips is okay. He's in some pretty pain.
Yeah, that is
pain.
not
Oh my
good.
gosh. We'll keep you updated on Phillips' condition. Hope he's okay. First free throw is good from Pysek. John Redford comes in, replaces Chase Carnahan, and Griff Eaton's going to come into the game as well. Let's see who he snags. He'll snag Hudson Baker.
I would not have expected that sub.
Okay. As I don't know if Coach Argerbright's anticipating Paola fouling, and it's for free throw purposes.
That could be.
Second free throw is good as well for Pysek. So it's just a 2-point Labette County advantage with 36 seconds left. Inbound goes to Redford. Redford swarmed, finds Vincent. He's double-teamed and fouled, as I don't think Paola should have fouled there.
No.
As they had Labette County in their jaws. But Vincent's shooting just a 1-and-1.
That's his 3rd foul.
as Vincent is 0 for 2 from the free throw line tonight. Shot them not too long ago, as that's 3 on Morris, as Hudson Baker comes back in, so that does tell me why he took him out. So Trey Vincent with the biggest bonus free throw shots of the night. First one, too strong, no good. Meister fights for the rebound. Here comes Paola. They're going to go inside. They trail by 2. Here's Moala, 25 seconds left. Timeout, Coach O'Shell. As Labette does only have 5 fouls. Thank you, Luke, for noting that to me. So if it came to it, they could foul, and Paola wouldn't be shooting free throws. We'll keep it here on the timeout, and we'll continue with our sponsors again. Powering the broadcast is Labette Health and the Bartlett Co-op. Other sponsors are Labette Community College, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Clemens Insurance Agency, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Doctors Gilmore and Newland, Labette Bank, Woodworth Enterprises, Herman Lumber, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Commercial Bank, Labette County Mental Health Services, Tank Connection, USD 506, Wood Doolahary Insurance and Real Estate, the Corner Store of Altamont, Community National Bank, Snyder Lawn Care, Oswego Locker, Altamont Lumber, and SEK Orthopedics, Doctors Meister, Mosier, and Morris. So here is the scenario. Labette County trailed by 8 points. Was it late third quarter or early fourth?
I think it was late third quarter.
Late third quarter. Fought their way back, went up by 5. Paola clawed their way back. They're down 2. Paola is down 2 with the ball. 24.6 on the clock. Inbounds goes to Morris. The clock runs.
A Grizzlies
20 seconds. Morris. 16 seconds off of Carnahan's leg, but Morris gets it back. Down low, pass intercepted. Trey Vincent comes away with it and smartly gives it to Eli Heston.
That's who you want fouled right there.
That was a 100 IQ play from Trey Vincent. Not that he's a bad free throw shooter, but he's 0 for 3 tonight, and he knew that and gave it to the best free throw shooter on the team.
Yeah, very smart awareness by Trey.
That is 10 team fouls on Paola, so 2 shots for Eli Heston. 2 of them would make it a 2-possession game with just 10 seconds left. It could seal it. Heston's first free throw's good. 34-31, Labette County on top of the number 1 seed Paola. Labette County, a 6 seed, came in with a 3-6 record into this tournament.
Yeah, and that is something that
it's good! It rattled around the rim for about 5 seconds and fell. Labette County, a Moala 3. No good! Long rebound, Heston! Labette County's gonna do it! Heston lays it in! And they're gonna win it here at Burlington! 37-31, the 6 seed Cinderella knocks off the 1 seed Paola Panthers, and they're going to win the 2022 Burlington Invitational.
Who would have thought? This is so exciting. It has been so fun to watch even this game. I mean, you could tell they came in mentally tough. So I am so excited for these Grizzlies, and everybody watching should be so proud of this team. They have showed resiliency. They have played through sickness, injuries, all kinds of things, and it is so exciting to watch them come and make their record now a 6-6 on the season.
As we'll try to get Coach Argerbright, we'll take a break here, and I'll go down and try to get Coach Argerbright. But this team started 0-4, and they're 6-6, and just won the Burlington Invitational.
I mean, I have no words. It's amazing. It's so impressive, and so much credit goes to Argerbright and his team for this amazing turnaround. They have not given up, and they haven't backed down. I mean, a lot of people probably would have been like, 0-4, here goes another season. And that has not happened. And we are so excited for this Grizzly team. So, yeah, like you said, 0-4, now they're 6-6. I mean, who knows what's in store for these Grizzlies. It's so exciting to watch.
As they rattle off the all-tournament selections. So we'll keep it here. Second team selections for this tournament.
Second place.
You can say it's okay. You can step on me. You're my girlfriend. It's okay.
This is it's second place since they lost. They got second, so they're giving those medals out.
Okay, thank you. So as they hand out the medals here in Burlington, we'll take a 3-minute timeout because it looks like this is going to take a little bit. and I'll try to get Coach Argerbright for a post-game interview. So we'll start with 3 minutes and go from there, but please don't go anywhere. I'm sure you want to hear what Coach Argerbright has to say about his young men who have worked so hard and came such a long way this season. 3 minutes on KLKC. We'll be back. as the Labette County Grizzlies are victorious and are going home with the first place trophy here in the Burlington Invitational. They beat Paola 37-31. Isabel, a really good Paola team. We came into this one and
they were the 1 seed in this tournament.
Yeah, we didn't know what to expect. As on paper, we're outmatched. They're big, they're
yeah.
tall, and this is a tough team to beat. Labette County threw a 2-3 zone at them and made Paola beat them from jump shots beyond the arc and just inside, and Paola just struggled to do that, and some free throws made down the stretch for Labette County, and some big takes to the hoop and finishes proved to be worth the first place finish.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing is we saw them on both ends of the court play. They won every quarter of this ball game. They also held Trey Mawala only 5 points in the whole second half, where he had 8 in the first, and so that's a huge thing right there. They had Hudson and Xavier on him several times, and that was something that really impressed me. Was I saw them play textbook defense, and they did not. They played a great zone. They played just fundamental boxing out and rebounding on that end. Offensively, they did great in the transition. They didn't always have the best possessions, and that's, I think, why kind of Paola clawed their way back into it in the fourth. But I think that's also the reason why they won this game, is because they did not take for granted the possessions they had, and there was not very many possessions that didn't either result in a scoring play or a turnover. And so that was something that I also was really impressed by the Grizzlies. And so to fight their way back, starting the season 0-4 and now to be 6-6 is a huge accomplishment for the Grizzlies and something to be very proud for sure.
As that's well said, all of it. We'll go ahead and give you the numbers for Labette County leading scorer. Alex Meister didn't score in the first half. If this tells you anything about how this kid plays basketball, scored 10 when they needed it the most. 4 for 4 from the free throw line in the fourth quarter. Eli Heston behind him with 8. Didn't make a three-pointer. Eli Heston didn't. He had made 15 in the last 3 games. Three-pointers, and they didn't make one today, and they still find a way to win. Behind him, Griff Eaton had 7 all in the first half. He had a big first quarter to keep the game close. Hudson Baker had 5, Trey Vincent had 3, and Xavier Phillips had 4. Again on Xavier. Turned his ankle down here.
Yeah, that did not look good. I hope he is okay.
As we're going to need Phillips moving forward. Labette County gets all next week off, so that will help anything, little injuries that may have happened, but hopefully Xavier's isn't more than what it seemed like. It seemed like it hurt him pretty bad.
I think he was walking on it over here when they were taking a picture, so that's a good sign for him.
Leading scorer for Paola, Trey Mawala, had 13 points. Caden Markham had 7, as I thought he was going to be the top dog. He had all 7 in the third quarter. He looked really good, then picked up 4 fouls and kind of toned it back a little bit on his aggression to the rim. As we're still awaiting Coach Argerbright, he's probably in there soaking wet with a tub of water dumped on his back. So we'll take one more 3-minute timeout, and hopefully we're joined by head coach Bradley Argerbright.